Welcome to Blind Bourbon and Whiskey Reviews. I'm your host Lindsey, and this is John, risking his liver to discover new bourbons. We base our reviews off of a 25-point scale we developed and then multiply that by 4 to get up to 100. We start with 5 points for smell, then 10 points for taste, then 5 for the finish, and 5 points combined for the look of the bottle and the liquid inside. Now on to the review. Always with the beard.
It's got to be on point.
These poor people. Alright guys, so we're going to try and get this done before we get rained on. It got really eerie really quick out here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be in a pretty good severe weather threat today with some possible tornadoes here in Michigan, so
we'll see.
We're going to do this video, pack up, eat, and leave.
But I'm going to get him on this one.
I don't know. I don't think you got me.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go.
So it's interesting. Everything is soft smelling and soft tasting. It's definitely watered down a little bit. I get sweet floral. I don't know what kind of flowers are sweet, like a honeysuckle or an apple blossom maybe.
Okay.
A little bit of apple, Honeycrisp. I get that very pronounced. It doesn't smell bad. It's a little perfumey on the alcohol, but it's very slight. And after sitting, the caramel kind of started to open up. So I give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
It's decent.
Okay.
Like I said, soft. It's definitely lower proof.
How low?
90 or less, I would say.
Okay.
A little bit of sweet and a little bit of spicy, like a cinnamon brown sugar to like a slightly rye and pepper. I could be wrong on the rye and pepper. It's, like I said, everything's just very soft. It still seems a little bit watered down. Slightly floral on the palate too. It kind of just sticks there. Not bad, it's just different.
Okay.
I enjoy it. I could drink it neat on like a hot summer day. It's just not something you want to warm you up.
Fair enough.
6.75 out of 10.
Okay.
It definitely feels like an entry-level bourbon. The finish is medium-ish. It's got a thin mouthfeel. The baking spices, like cinnamon and sugar, kind of stick around for a little while.
Okay.
That's what gives it the medium. But the liquid is just very watery. It's like almost the consistency of water. But it's not bad. I gave it 3.75.
Okay. How about the look of it?
It's like a honey.
It does look very honey-esque.
The legs, many legs
Pretty
that are fast moving.
Yeah.
2 out of 2.5.
Okay.
A little bit darker probably would make that perfect. It just looks thin all the way around.
Yeah, it is pretty thin. Any guesses?
I think it's Bullet. Am I right?
No.
No.
You're not.
Okay. Is it something similar to Bullet?
No. Maybe. I don't know much about this. I'm kind of hoping that you do.
Uh-oh.
Because I don't know anything about it. I mean, I know a lot about the one other bottle we have by them, but I don't know. I know he's not going to know this one, though.
What is it?
So, you picked this bottle up. It's supposed to come in a 5-pack, but
Oh, no.
the liquor guy was a douche and spread it all apart. So, John grabbed this bottle thinking, wow, that's a really great price. Let's try it out and see what happens with it. So, it's Jefferson's.
Experimental.
Experimental. It is just a little pint.
This one's number 3 out of the supposed 5-pack.
pack.
Now I gotta search down 4 other ones.
Or just buy the other 5-pack.
Well, all the info looks like is right on the label that you really need to know.
Okay, so it says Jefferson's ridiculously small batch, wood experiment, non-chill filtered. Experiment is new 60-gallon American oak barrel with a low and deep impact toast profile.
Interesting. So it's 92 proof. I was close.
Yep. There's nothing else on it. That's it.
Huh. So a 60-gallon barrel. It's usually 53, so
It's a little bit bigger.
it would
but
age a little bit slower. 92 proof, it is watered down quite a bit. Let's take a break, see if we can find anything on this.
Agreed.
Just got really windy. I don't know if there's a tornado. There's no sirens, but Lindsay's hair is going crazier than my beard when I wake up.
The clouds are moving pretty fast. It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we found some interesting stuff on this. This is on their website on Jefferson's bourbon.com. The inspiration behind Jefferson's Wood Experience collection came from Trey spending time in wine cooperage in Missouri. Wine cooperages are often different than what you find in Kentucky, as they have different different treating processes, which focus more on toasting, slow cooking, and searing to bring different flavors in the forefront. It was at this point we asked, how could we change up the final flavors of the bourbon after we mature it in typical bourbon barrels? Trey started by putting 4-year-old bourbon that had been aged in new charred white oak barrels and finished in 13 different environments/vessels. There were so many combinations to experiment with. New bourbon barrels, new wine barrels, wine barrel heads on a new bourbon barrel, insert oak staves that have been seared or oak cubes that have been slow cooked, etc. Over a period of 32 months, we charted the characteristics of each experiment monthly and analyzed how the different treatments have affected the outcome of the final whiskey. We decided to bottle them up into 5 200 milliliter experiments, so you can try 5 different experiments and see for yourself how the small changes make a vast difference.
All right. So this one is just the 60-gallon American oak barrel with a low deep toast profile. So I commend him for trying some different stuff. It's not great. I don't really get the age on it, but maybe it's just because it's watered down a little bit.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste young by any means, but it's not good. It's not bad. It's just kind of right in the middle. Kind of want to go pick up a couple other different ones now. It's $80 for a 5-pack of this. I paid like $18 for one, so I didn't really get ripped off. I just wish I had all of them.
Yeah, it would have been nice to try different
Maybe we'll
stuff.
go back today and see if they have a different one in there.
Yeah. See if we can pick up a different experiment. But
So
Jefferson is, I'm going to go on a little rant right now, but Jefferson, we don't know a whole lot about it. We haven't had any of their normal stuff. We'll pick up a bottle eventually. We're still looking for the Weeded Ocean to
cast strength, they're
but,
just their normal small
yeah.
batch. And
we'll end up picking up a couple bottles here and there once we can. But Jefferson's, to me, is a very unique brand. They're doing a lot of weird stuff with their juice, and some of it's great and some of it's not so great. But
they do source, they don't make their own, but they're not afraid to try different stuff.
Right, so that might be what puts them ahead of everyone else, being the fact that
They do have one that I
outside the
really want
box.
to try. They have Chef's Collaboration.
Okay.
Chef Edward Lee, and I think they did a couple other chefs. They made a bourbon that is perfect to pair with certain types of food.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think it's pretty expensive.
I'm sure it is.
Alright, so I give the bottle a 1. It's just not special. It's just an experimental, so you're not going to get a lot. It's kind of like a little old medicine bottle, though. That's why I gave it a point. I do like that.
Yeah.
So what does that bring the total score up to?
That gives you 16.5, which gives you a total of 66, which I think is very fitting for what you're describing. So
I'm not mad about that.
No, I wouldn't be either. I'm interested now that we know kind of the story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to pick up some more of these, so
Yeah.
we'll see if we can't pick up some more, maybe grab a 5-pack of them here shortly and try them out and see what they're like. So,
all right, let's get out of here before we get sucked up by a tornado.
If you guys don't hear from us for a while, that's what happened. So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.